welcome to my channel. Today, in case you didn't guess from the title, I say that a lot, don't I? I'm making a Valentine's Day dress. I'm doing air quotes because my birthday is just a couple days before Valentine's Day. So I'm technically making it for my birthday, kind of, depending on if I get it done in time. If not, it'll be a Valentine's Day one. It's just, you know, a fancy dress for the sake of a fancy dress. Here are the inspirations that I'm going to be drawing from. I'm probably not saying their name right, but Tatoi Mitoshi dresses, or like the strawberry dresses, I have loved ever since I saw them. The thing is I don't have anywhere I could wear those, and they're expensive. And like everything else, I'm like, the crafter's audacity in me just kicks in and goes, you can make that, why buy it? And so today, character change, I'm going to be using a silk fabric, which I don't have on me. Hold up, let me grab it. So this is the fabric I got. This is the wrong side. This is the right side. It's very silky. And so this is costume fabric. It is cheap satin. And I feel like if I use the shiny side, it's more obvious versus the back side. I asked my mom, and I don't think she understood what I was asking. She was like, oh yeah, that should work. I wasn't asking if you thought it would work. I just was asking if you thought it would look weird. Comment below if you think that's weird. I don't know. That's just my idea. I did do a in-store pickup, and so they ended up having to cut it into two different things because of how much was on a bolt, which is frustrating, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know how sorry, you can probably only hear the bag. I don't know how I'm going to use it, but look at this ribbon that I got. It has butterflies on it. I love butterflies. So as soon as I saw that, I had to take it. It was also on sale. Well, that's funny. It shows you how to tie a bow. How to make a double bow on the back. I never noticed that. Okay. So yeah. Like I said, I want this to be done for my birthday / Valentine's. It is currently the weekend before, because I wanted to finish this before. I don't know which video will be out first, so maybe you don't even know what this is. Who knows? But without further ado, let's get into it and let's see if I can actually make this in a few days. Why did I do this to myself? I've had this fabric forever. I wanted to finish other projects first, that's why. But apparently, I wanted to put myself through something. Alright, let's go cut this up. Okay. Because of how the two things of fabric were cut, this is how I'm going to have to lay it, where it's the selvage is here, cut, fold it in half, the 2 yards, and cut it out with the trusty skirt pattern that I've used for literally every skirt for the last 5 years since I've gotten it. Can you tell? It's gone through that. Alright. That's the skirt. I have to pin it and cut it out. The way it cuts like that. So it's one big long cut. The only thing I have to figure out is if I want to, this is where I need to thing in, but I think I might want to make it longer because this tends to be at my ankle and I want it to be a little bit longer. So I'm going to leave it like this for now till I figure out how long I want it. So that's the state of the duct tape mock-up or duct tape pattern that I have from when Ashley duct taped me. Those are the back pieces. And here, this is the first mock-up I did. Clearly, I just did the bust part in 2 pieces and it looked really weird. So I taped it back together and redid it. It's looking kind of funny in this light, but bear with me. And here is the new one. I think it is working. The only problem is when I have to reverse the bust part, I tend to get the pieces mixed up, these 2 pieces mixed up and doing it the wrong way, so that did cause some issues, in case you can't tell. But other than that, I think it's near perfect. There seems to be a bit of well, it seems to be a bit too big when I tried it on, so that's a little weird. So it is currently 3:40 in the afternoon, and I spent the entire Saturday working on these mock-ups. And like I said, it is kind of working, but there's like just a few like things, and I honestly don't know how to fix them, and I'm not entirely sure I like how the strap slash this piece attaches to the rest of it. I just don't think I like it. So I am getting a sinking feeling that I spent all day today on something that I'm not even going to use. But the thing is, I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay, so just to give you a look at what my pattern that I cut out looks like. And then I had an idea. I do have a top that I like to wear. The only thing is it's a bit more low cut than I want my dress to be. So I don't know if I were to trace it, if it would work. But I don't know. Or maybe I should just bite the bullet and buy a pattern at this point, because this is actually getting annoying. Okay, excuse my hair that's a mess and the mess around me. I tried to retape and recut the front, and apparently there's only so much duct tape forms can do, because it went kaput. The only part I could salvage was this part, so I think I could save it and use it for something. But I'm gonna have to figure something else out. I think I'm going to transfer them over to paper and go from there. So that's the plan. Okay, slight update. This is the first mock-up. This is the second mock-up. I did more research on why this wasn't working. Turns out you just can't make these higher. It has to be low cut, and I didn't want this dress to be low cut. So after all that work with getting the duct tape and then duct taping it out, I went onto Etsy. I found the perfect pattern and it was on sale. And this is the mock-up of that. I don't have it fully on, but you get the gist of it. So this is what I'm going with. If you are interested in this pattern, I'll put it in the description box below. I only needed to do one mock-up of this because it worked. So there it is. Obviously I'll put boning here along the seam lines. So basically I have the purple satin all cut out. Tomorrow I should be able to just sew it all. Hopefully. I don't have any problems. I also did decide, because the way that this is that it's supposed to be, I can't do this with one hand, but basically it's a lace up in the back. And so I liked that idea because then it makes it adjustable. I just added a modesty panel in the back. But because of that, I'm gonna have to do it where instead of the skirt is attached to the bodice, I'm gonna have them separate. So I ended up also cutting out a waistband for the skirt. Okay, so both the outside and the lining is finished. I put it all together. I've excuse me, hemmed the neckline and back of it because I'm going to be doing sleeves, so I don't need to do here, although the directions for this pattern do say to do that, but because I'm doing sleeves, I'm not going to. There are the sleeves. They're all together. I've done the channel for the elastic, so that's ready to go on. I just have to put it on and then insert the elastic. One thing I haven't done is the modesty panel. Yesterday my machine decided it didn't want to work, and so I spent a couple hours having to take it apart, clean it, and do all that stuff, because turns out it was due for a cleaning, which oh sorry, the lighting. I thought it was clean, but it wasn't. So that's great. So I lost some time. It is currently my birthday, so it's Wednesday. Valentine's Day is in 2 days, so me hoping to have it ready so I could wear it on my birthday did not happen. But oh well. It's also storming outside. It's snowing. I don't know if you can see it on camera. But yeah, that's just great. I haven't started the skirt as of yet because I know that the skirt is the easy part for me. I've made so many skirts, I can make it in an evening, and that's not a problem. So I wanted to focus on the difficult work first. Hopefully I don't regret that. You know, knock on wood. Me saying it's easy. Hopefully that doesn't jinx it. So yeah, I think so far that's what I've got so far. Just a few more steps to finish. I think the biggest thing that I'm nervous about, the next step for the top, is now that I hemmed the top of it, I have to, I did pin it because I wanted to make sure that it was straight, to do that bit to make sure everything laid right. Now I'm going to remove these pins, and then I have to put, go like this, right? Pull the, this, you know, do that whole thing. I'd call it turning inside out. Some people get confused by that term. That's just what I call it. And then I'm going to press the neckline in the back so it lays right. Ugh, I don't have both hands, so I can't do it. But and then what I'm gonna do is mark the boning channels and then put in the boning, just like I did for the purple corset top that I did this past fall. So since that's basically the same, I've already showed it. I won't show it again here. It does say that I need bias tape to do the bottom and the side, which I completely forgot to cut out. Luckily, I think I do have enough of this purple fabric to be able to do, so I'll have to go and cut some. But yeah, everything is going along smoothly. Honestly, I think I probably would have been done if I hadn't wasted my time trying to make the duct tape pattern. Stupid tacks. But you know what? What are you gonna do? One thing I will say about this fabric is that it doesn't like to press. If you look, I press these and you can see that they are like kind of pressed but not fully pressed. They're not wanting to stay flat. And that's one thing that I love about cotton. Cotton will stay pressed flat, but this won't. And that's another thing. Look, static cling. Any hair fiber, I've gotten lots of cat hair in it, like it is just sticking to this. So I'm hoping that I can figure out a way to make that stop. I don't get it. So I've been trying to press it, and for some reason the corners aren't as crisp as I was hoping, and this isn't pressing as well as I was hoping it would. So that's great. Plus the seams are sticking up and not laying flat on the inside, so that's great. I don't know how I'm going to be able to do the boning channels if I can't get them to lay flat. And I'm losing daylight. Okay, so it is currently the evening of Valentine's Day. So as you can see, I'm working on it. I've been tempted to switch over to the skirt, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna do the hard part first, the top. And so the skirt's not even, it's cut out, but I haven't worked on it. I have the top back there. The slippery material is making it like not stay, so things are slipping and it's not laying right, so I've had to seam rip and redo seams and stuff. I don't get why I'm having this issue. Or well, I do. It's because of how slippery the material is, but I pin it and it doesn't stay. It still gets wonky. So that's incredibly frustrating for me. Yeah, so that's the update. Okay, I realized I haven't done an update. So basically it's almost done. I just have to put the elastic in the bottom part of the sleeves and do the grommets in the back, but I've also finished the edges and all of that, so that's almost done. I've also put the waistband and placket. Okay. Waistband and placket in. So much hand sewing. I've evened out the hem, and so now I just need to finish the hem and put snaps on it. Sorry about the lighting, it's hard with such shiny fabric. Yeah, that's where I'm at for now. I think I might hand sew the hem. That is a lot of hand sewing. I am going to be hand sewing this is the waistband down because it looks better that way. So after I'm done with all of that, I'll see how I feel. My hand is bothering me again, so I don't know how much I will be able to do. So that's great. I can't remember if I said this in one of my videos or not, but because of how slippery this fabric is, even though I pinned it to do the boning channels, it got all messed up in with the lining fabric, and so I actually was not able to put the boning in, because I think that's the only thing this really needs is that, and it would be perfect. Another thing, when I made the purple corset, I promised myself that if I were to ever make something like that again, I would put in a side zipper. And I was planning to do that with this one. Guess what I forgot to do? Side zipper. And since I don't have anyone to help me get into it, it is a bit messy in the back. So that's great. But I think another downside to this fabric is it's very hard to get the creases out, so it's very wrinkly, and it is very staticky. I don't know if you can tell because look at what it's doing to my hair. It is kind of annoying. If you are interested in the pattern I used for the bodice, it didn't come with the sleeves. I added those sleeves, just, you know, disclaimer. I'll put the link to the Etsy shop I bought it from in the description box below. Check them out. Honestly, when I saw myself in the mirror wearing this, it was the same feeling I used to get when I was a little girl playing dress up. This is making my inner child happy. Honestly, even though it wasn't done in time for Valentine's, not like I have a Valentine really, but I was gonna make like a joke of like, this is my Valentine and it's Kit, but I honestly don't want to go grab him because his claws on this fabric is a terrifying thought. I'm not gonna lie. So that's great. Yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time.